Hello friends and welcome to Chattofax Games. I am once again back in Memoriapolis. I am about a third of the way through the Renaissance. I've clearly hit all my next goals for my Esplanada visit, and I just need to get my satisfaction up to hit the final goal. I did discover that actually I can see my actual points here. So for example, I need 90 building points. I've got 92. So I need 330,000 resource points. I've got 335,000. So when it's a little iffy if I've actually hit it, I can just check down here to make sure I'm okay. So like I need 10,500 satisfied citizens. I'm only at 9,800 for that goal, but clearly I've hit this goal. So that's awesome. I'm just going to keep time moving along. I don't have a particular goal right now, except I do need to upgrade this camp. And I'll try to fulfill any faction requests that come along. So I'm going to try to get about 2/3 of the way through the Renaissance so I can have another episode to get through the Renaissance. I do want to unlock the service building, but for that I need more political faction power, so I'll have to see what I can do about that. I'm a little behind all over on political power, and I can't even unlock the House of Commons yet, but I have built the Hotel Particular. So they should be getting there. Just going to keep improving that until I got it to level 4. But once I can build my politics service building, I can get new policies taken care of, which I can't do right now. Alright, request from a faction, sell Templum to the requesting faction. I will absolutely do that. So far I don't really see a downside to that, except a minor drop in satisfaction. And in earlier time periods that would have been an issue. It is not an issue right now. So this should be one more improvement. Keep that cutting camp at max. So I should have 4 total cutting camps, so 3 here, and then 1 over here. I'm wondering if there are enough forests that I don't need to worry about regrowing them, because I have this forest over here that goes all the way up to here, to the edge of the map, down here. So that doesn't seem, that's a lot of forest to harvest. I still have plenty here. Well, not plenty. I've got all of this here. I've got forests over here. So I don't think I'll ever need to worry about regrowing forests, but once I've cleared some areas, I can start replanting them, see how it goes. Since I've got plenty of blueprints right now, I shouldn't need to be too worried about it. I think I'm nearly there. I just need cut stone to improve my palace. Speaking of which, so I'll have my palace upgraded 1 level. Always good. I could think about building walls, but I'll need to collect some more cut stone to do that. So what do I need for the next one? 612 beams, nearly there. Well, actually that's going to be tricky, because my maximum beam storage is 591. Interesting. So will building another carpenter or upgrading my carpenters allow me to store more beams? That is interesting, or will I need to actually buy beams in to get to that one? We'll just buy them in if I can. Let's see if I can buy in more beams than I have storage for. I can. And then let's improve this to level 5. Alright, so what do I want to do here? House of Commons I want to build. Need to make sure I'm not running out of resources or workers to fulfill any faction requests. So it's boosting esteem, it's boost belonging, and creativity. And then I have a building that it's out of sand, so I'll switch it over to clay. Is this fully upgraded? I mean, it's upgraded to the point that I have blueprints for. I might actually... Alright, yeah, so one faction is keeping me from changing the age early, that's fine. That just gives me more time to prepare for the next age. I mean, I'd want to hit all 4 of these anyways before I change. So, I think the next thing I kind of want to do is build more ramparts. But I want to make sure I've got 2 fully upgraded sand quarries. Which I do. 2 fully upgraded clay quarries. There's a clay quarry. Clay quarry. And then I should have plenty of stone just because I've basically put all my quarries over here on stone once they've run out of other things. So yeah, that's it's fully upgraded, stone. The game gets so choppy while I'm over here, I hope it will be able to continue on to... I hope my computer will be able to handle it as I continue on to the future ages. Yeah, so I'm collecting plenty of stone. And this one will collect stone too once it's out of clay, but for now it can collect plenty of clay. Yeah, I'm just gonna need to hang out over here because of that. What's this? Oh, that's for my Towards a New Age, which I don't need to do. So, did that... This put me at 10,500. I'm just 100 short on my satisfied population for level 2, but I'm nearly there. I'm nearly to this turn counter. So I think, check in on my blueprints again. I can finally unlock this one. I'm going to need 185, I'm going to need 221... Wait, what? 221 gold leaves, okay, that's fine. We're fine. That should replenish pretty quickly. Get these up to 3. I should have... Make sure my mines over here are at 3. They are. And this cutting camp is at 4. Food-wise, 2,300. I'm not even using 1,000 yet. So way ahead on food production. 3 level 4 farms seems to be keeping me good for a while. I kind of don't want to build anything because I want to keep a reserve of workers for a faction request. I'll sell the... Yeah, I'll sell it. So I'm selling off my older cultural buildings to different factions to boost their power. I get a tiny bit of gold in, and it basically means I don't need to worry about repairing them or upgrading them after that, which is great. Alright, what's a cultural building I would like? Hanseatic trading post, might as well. Just need some more gold leaf and some more cut stone. That's my warning. I'm 20 turns from the Esplanade visit, but I am clearly doing fine on that. What's going on here? The beginnings of a revolt. The situation in town is becoming increasingly tense and a revolt could break out. To avoid it, several measures can be adopted. Know-how decrees, increasing satisfactions, modifying neighborhood planning rules. Alright, stop the incident. Appeasing the revolt, so I can take care of that. Commercial and religious ambition for Portugal, Castile, and Italy now enjoy cordial relations with you, while France sees your attempts at friendship as a betrayal waiting to happen. In your city and in your colonies, religious wars are beginning to appear. The first choice would be to show an uncompromising army to prove that Catholicism dominates. The second choice would be much less heated and would aim to integrate Protestants into the population by creating places of worship within the towns. The third options could benefit the colonies by trying to reconcile the different religions across the oceans. I'm going to preserve the religions of the colonies and see where that takes me. Okay, so I've got a request to build the Hanseatic trading post, which I believe I've unlocked. Yep, so that's a fairly simple one. So it's going to boost health. I'm going to boost esteem as well. And I want to think about building walls to increase my safety satisfaction. So that should help as well. Am I close to unlocking any wonders yet? Nope, no one's there yet, so I just need to keep building more cultural buildings till I get there. Again, doing fine on food. So I think I should look at what cultural buildings are available. The Palazzi. Did I actually build my service building? I don't think I did. I did not. So I should actually build that. I need 221 gold leads. So I'm producing 26 gold every cycle, which is 120 some. So I could build in another forge and another gold beater. Somewhere right in here there's a spot, but I can build down here near the farm. Gold beater. And a forge. So I can make more gold leaf and more iron ingots or steel. So what did I just unlock? The palazzi, I think. But I need people to do, I need workers to build it. Nearly there on the gold, but I need 185 workers to build this service building. So I did clearly hit all my goals. I'm well on my way to hitting the 4th level. My walls are in process. It's quite a good set of walls. Want to see my range of my buildings over here. Not my, well, that's a cutting camp. My building range, I think I want a building down here, proximity building down here somewhere. We've got fire. Deal with that. Thank you. This will let me build a final cutting camp in this area. Once these have exhausted themselves. Alright, I'm good to build this. So, this is starting by boosting esteem. I think I want to boost safety and creativity as well. Then I want to get my palazzi in. Hang on. Hanseatic Trading Post. Trade Palace. Yeah, I think the palazzi, but is next. I do really like how this Renaissance era city looks. Production, what will it take to upgrade my architecture office? I'll buy that. Where is my architecture office? $270 employees for that. That'll be a bit. Alright, so sell a small quarry. Which one? Yeah, it's going to be ages before I need to demolish that or anything, so I will sell it. And I'm making plenty of stone, so that's fine. That's a bit unusual, but so I can't sell too many of my small quarries over there. But then it was 270 employees I needed to upgrade the architectural office. Still nowhere near unlocking any wonders yet. Upgrade the architectural office before I build another cultural building. I mean, I don't know why I have all the blueprints in the world right now. $270, I'm nearly there. Can't build more than one still, can I? Nope, still just one out of one. I should look at politics. Oh, I've got... Interesting. I've got different offices now. Interesting. So that changes the way things work. What's this one? Yeah, so this cutting camp is out of resources, so I'll demolish it. And I'm glad I built my surveyor's cabin over here, because I want to put in a cutting camp right here. Probably... this region? I don't know. Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't want to overlap too much with this one, but I do want to clear all of these woods. Okay, they want me to evolve the building church into a sanctuary. I need 320 workers to do that, so that's probably not going to happen. Sorry, guys. Politics-wise, looking, my health satisfaction is fine. Yeah, I'll do night rounds. I have no idea if it stands a chance of passing or not. It did. Keep improving this. I wonder if there's some way to drain these swamps. Maybe in the next era. Did I ever build my palazzi? I don't think I did because I wanted to upgrade the architecture office, if I remember correctly. That boosts esteem. I want to boost safety. Safety seems to be low for some reason. Sorry, I wasn't going to have enough men to fulfill that request. One more, 36 workers to fulfill this one. Okay, commercial and religious ambition 5. The majority of the powers around you have also adopted Catholicism as their main religion. The problems of the past are buried, and you are united in faith. A new era is approaching, and there are 3 ways to prepare for it. The first is to keep a low profile so as not to upset the various monarchs, but you could also foment a putsch thanks to the support acquired during your epic journey. The last solution would be to consolidate political alliances and send ambassadors to various countries: Castile, Portugal, France, and Italy. Your empire won't be built without action. You choose to remain discreet. You choose to lead a coup. I'll strike hard. It drops my safety satisfaction, but I'll see what I can do to get that back up. Not there on wonders yet. Military port. Let me unlock that, so I'll build a military port. That should help with safety. So what do I need for the military port? 200 workers, so it'll take a second. I am well on my way to getting these done. Looks like I'm a little behind on building points. So for building points, I'm going to need 102, so I only need 3 more building points. So one more of these faction buildings should get me there, or pretty close. Build me a decorative building there. Construct the cultural building. Production, Sarus and Talcum Stall. I guess I unlocked it, but never actually built it. I can do that. I just need enough employees. Hopefully we'll get there. What's this? Huh, I can spend resources on elections. I'll just let that play out. I think on my second playthrough of this game I'll try to dive more into that stuff. What am I doing? 9 cycles to get to 178, probably not gonna happen. Yep, was just a couple short. I'll build it anyways. Oh. Must have hit the wrong button there. Glad to know I didn't actually have that in yet. Keep pushing. Oh, no, safety's doing fine, actually. Belonging is taking a hit. But I think I'm at every requirement I need. I'm 5 short of fulfilling satisfaction. Another election, I guess these happen fairly frequently. Faction. Limburg bloodline is at the gates of your city. Well-known in the Flemish-speaking world, the members of the Limburg bloodline are beloved and renowned for their work on a famous illuminated manuscript, The Very Rich Hours of the Duke of Berry. Led by Hendrik, the faction is a master at capturing everyday life, nature, and spirituality with remarkable precision. I will accept them. I welcome new factions, only to keep the current factions in check. Doing fine on food, no need to worry about that yet. Police station, is that a cultural building or is that a wonder? Nope, it's a cultural building. My wonders are still locked. I've met that requirement. I've met that requirement. I've met that requirement. And I'm still just a tiny bit short on this requirement. Another election. And a fire. I am able to keep those under control fairly well because I've been generating a decent number of military characters. Promote the decree, conspicuous wealth. Nut from the faction of Spice Sellers wants me to promote that decree. Conspicuous wealth. What's it do? Sales value of good is increased by 20%. I'll accept. I don't know if it'll actually pass. Politics has gotten beyond what I understand, so like I said on a second playthrough. Oh, it was accepted. Okay, perfect. On a second playthrough, I'll try to pay more attention to that and figure out what's going on. Glad I was able to keep them happy. More elections, or end of elections. So I'm wanting to build the military port, for which I need 200 people. So I'm actually going to consider coming over here and replanting some trees. Well, first I'll build the cultural building because I need the employees for that. My food is varying wildly per cycle. I mean, they're keeping up, so that's not an issue, but I gotta keep a close eye on that. Alright, cultural building, military port I've been wanting to put in. So that's going to boost safety and belonging. And then, yeah, I'm going to go into my buildings and do reforestation workshop. How many of these can I unlock? All of them. I've got the blueprints for it. Yeah, so I might as well try to get some more reforestation. Before I do that, resources. Okay, so this cut-in camp is out of resources, so I'll demolish. And I think I'll try to set it over here somewhere. My new cut-in camp. Alright, and then I wanted to work on reforestation, for which I need 68 employees. Another election, so elections just are going to keep happening at a fairly rapid pace. Okay, yeah, I want to reforest this area, just in this area, maybe stay out of this one's zone, but and then improve that repeatedly. Who's out of resources? Okay, this quarry is out of resources, so it literally has nothing, so I can demolish that. I should still be fine on stone, because this is collecting stone. I have the one over there collecting stone. These are collecting stone, yeah, so I am fine on stone, so I don't need to worry about replacing that one. As long as I have at least 2 collecting stone, we're good. Improving that. Need 120 workers to improve that one. Improve this one. How am I doing? I've got all my building points, so I'm good there. Looks like I've got an epidemic. I'll stop the incident. Looks like I've got some districts building out here near this military port. That's fine. That's expected. All right, cultural building. Wonders still haven't unlocked anything. Cultural, royal residence, or police station? Why not chapel? I'm low on belonging. So the chapel will cost 168 workers. Commercial and religious ambition 6. It's true, no one can compete with your city anymore. You foiled various traps laid by your enemies, lurking in the shadows, biding their time. The city shines with its cultural influences. You are said to be a born leader, an unrivaled leader of men, who is as intelligent as he is manipulative, a fine strategist with noble convictions. The city will prosper in the next age thanks to your actions. But beware, the people you betrayed to get to this position are still lurking. Let me see where I'm at on my Esplanada. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good here. Before I improve that, I want to build my cultural building. When was it? It was the chapel. All right. The chapel can go over here. So that's going to boost belonging, and let's boost creativity. So far, still so good on food production. So I just want my reforestation station to, or workshop to improve, but it is planting new trees, so that's good. Ostentatious values. Dorothea from the faction Blood of the Habsburgs would like me to promote ostentatious values, right? Ostentatious values. All factions increase their power per cycle by 15%. Yeah, why not? That doesn't seem to hurt me. As far as I can tell, more faction power is overall a positive. So yeah, that was accepted. Good. I'm not having any trouble getting decrees passed right now. This one. That's just my satisfied faction, so still haven't unlocked a wonder. My chapel is built. I've really filled out this whole area between all these mountains. And my Esplanada visit should be coming up pretty soon. I'm moving ahead at a pretty good rate, so I was thinking I was only going to get a third of the way through this age, but I think I'll get... Yeah, I think I'll at least get to that next Esplanada visit before anything else. This one's nearly ready to upgrade. It is ready to upgrade. It's interesting that the trees it plants are different than the trees that are being cut down. Oh, I've got a request here. Yes, you can expand your territory. I guess I need to keep an eye out for that because it didn't give me any sort of notification. Andreas from the faction Hoplites would like you to help them extend the influence of their culture. Evolve the dungeon into the seigneurial prison. Where is it? 289, that is almost certainly not going to happen. I only have 133 right now. Alright, sorry. This is why I need to make sure I keep a certain number of workers on hand. Say as I look at expanding this. Another election. Fire! Stop the incident, please. Alright, so clearly I hit all 4 goals. I'm curious how much, I'm curious how much more power I need before I can unlock some more wonders. So... Copernicus, I need specific factions to have the power. Do I even have these factions in my city? That's a good question. Political faction, so there's a general political faction. Yeah, so I need the factions of the ages to hit that power, so hopefully they'll keep growing. I guess what I can do there is make sure I get more cultural buildings in. Yep, sorry I didn't get that done. So I guess medical school, police station, powder factory. Powder factory and archive repository. Okay. Powder factory. I'm going to build it over here. So that'll improve health and also esteem. No, not esteem. Belonging. I took care of that. Alright, and then what was the other one I unlocked? Archive repository. I need 168 to build the archive repository. Hope I haven't been missing faction requests to expand their territory. Yeah, this reforestation doesn't seem to be the greatest because it can only plant 1,000 trees, and then 1,000 isn't worth enough to build another cutting camp, it doesn't seem like. So, I mean, it can kind of look cool, I guess, but I think overall I'm not impressed with the reforestation station. Okay, so archive repository, 168. More elections are happening. Yes, they can expand their territory. I'm happy to let that happen. Archive repository. Is there anywhere I can get this in where it might be adjacent to district? Yeah. Yeah. Can I actually fit it in? There I can. Okay, so that's going to boost creativity, and let's go for belonging. I would like to unlock another cultural building. What about the... I don't have the sale. I need 25 more power to unlock that one. I don't have that one ready to go. Medical school. Yeah, medical school. Belonging is one I'm a little short on. I need 200 workers for that one. Okay, I'm curious how I'm doing on my know-how here. Gunpowder. Lowers safety requirements. Oh, I have 3 slots. Somewhere in here, I believe, that increases... Yeah, so I'm going to deactivate black powder. And I'm going to increase... how do I go back to my current age? Increase maximum and minimum migration. So I've got 2 of those going on now. And then is there something I can activate for 1? Ordnance. Less disturbances. Perfect. So I do need to make sure I'm checking in on those know-hows every so often to make sure I'm not missing anything I could use. Develop patronage. Is a decree that the one faction wants. The only limit for artists is their imagination as long as they have the means to implement it. Encouraging the rich to fund artists can only increase our city's influence. Yeah. I'll accept that. It's only works with trading posts, which trading posts are interesting because it looks like it's going to cost me gold and iron to maintain it. Interesting. Okay. So my resolution passed. Which is good. So I want to be able to build that medical school, for which I need 200 people. I guess I don't have anyone near oh, I do have something I can build. So yeah, I can build this wonder. Zucchini's. I will unlock that. $525 beams. I can buy some beams in. No issue there. How many beams do I need? Around 300. All right. And then 319 workers and some stone. I guess I shouldn't have bought the beams in. I should have just let them generate while my workers generated. 525 cut stone. That's what I get for being impatient. Hold off on the medical school until I can build this wonder. I'm going to demolish this because I don't think it was worth it. And then I just gotta hope I have enough forest to keep my production of everything going through the next stage, which I think I should be able to. I guess, I don't know, if you paired one of those with the cutting camp, would it keep up with the cutting camp? I may need to find that out. What's this? Passage of time. It's warning me I'm coming up on my change of age. I think we're actually going to get to it before I finish today, because I'm only in an hour, so another 10-15 minutes I should be there. So I was going to break up this age into 3 videos, but I think the way it's going 2 will be fine. I should have gone halfway last time, even if it's a little over an hour. Oh. Fire. Stop the incident, please. And I should be able to build my wonder cut stone. I can buy in some cut stone, probably. Buy in 100 cut stone. Alright, where do I want my wonder? I can expand out this way. That's something I need to think about, is where am I going to put my next city center? I'm gonna build it right on the river here. I know it's kind of out of the way, but that'll leave that area over to the right for my city center. Alright, so 290 cycles to build that wonder. Do I have any other wonders ready to go? Not yet, so the medical school I think is the next thing I want to build. Is this camp fully upgraded? It is. Alright. So what do I need for my medical school? I needed 200 workers, as well as some bricks. And some sulfur. Sell the malice. Yeah, I'll sell that. Keep allowing my factions to expand. I might build my, depending on how far my cutting camps get, I might build my city center in this region where I've cleared the trees. I don't know if I have that. It'll take them a while to clear those forests, so no, I think down here is best, and then I can set up cutting camps to clear down this area so it can grow. I've got an empty building. It can bring in stone. Managing resources, stone, apply. Yep, so it's still got nearly 10,000 stone there. Alright, I should have enough to build my medical school now. I do. Yeah, I'll use it to fill out this region. So that's going to add belonging. I'll also add esteem and creativity. And then I should look at what's the next one I want to buy. Oh, I can do another wonder. So it's going to be a bit before I have the resources for that. But when I get to the number of employees, I'll buy in any resources I don't have. So I need 319 workers to build this wonder, and hopefully I can get there before the age ticks over. And that way I can get at least 2 wonders built. I think I might build one in here along the river. Alright, there's my medical school. Yeah, that was this one, which I fixed. Okay. More elections happening. So, 319 workers, long ways to go. Like I said, I hope I get there before the age ticks over, but I've got 200 some cycles before that happens. So I think I want to start lumber camps down in this area. But my current lumber camps are fine. But in service of that, I can build surveyors' cabins out here. And That way I can start harvesting lumber all through here. Gonna hold off on improving that since I want to be able to build my wonder. This wonder is the Sukinis is coming along. Evolve the guild into the trading post. If I do that, that will almost certainly put me behind on my wonder. And I don't think I'll have workers in time. Am I losing gold? No, I'm not. I'm not sure how much this consumes from gold leaves, but I'm well ahead of the one trading post, so that's fine. Yep, I did not get there in time. How about this one? I think that's another wonder unlocked. Yep, the Palazzo Ducale. So I guess the question is, which one do I want to build? This one only cost me 56 to build, 56 employees to build. Interesting. Wonder why the difference. No, it says 300. Oh, I guess. Interesting. Okay. I guess there may be a thing where it costs a certain amount to maintain it. Anyways. So once I hit 319, I'll see where I'll stand on everything I need to build the Chenancia Castle. Alright, I need 2,400 sand, 2,400 clay, 525 beams. I'm close-ish. 420 sulfur. Yeah, I should be getting here pretty quick. Just need some cut stone, some sulfur. My sulfur is nearly there. And some clay. Here's a fire. So I'm using 90 clay, gaining 120, 90 clay every 6 cycles. I think I might just buy clay in. Yeah, clay. So if I buy in another 300, trade. Alright, I should be able to build this one now. Oh, I do need to build it on the river. Okay. Yeah, so this is perfect. That's 2 wonders. So I don't think I'm going to get my 3rd wonder in time. we'll see where I stand on resources once I've got 319 people. Request, they want me to sell them a building. I will sell it to them. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the Palazzo Ducale in just because I don't think I'll have workers in time. But we'll see how it goes. I'll also need to replenish all of my resources. But this is a massive port here. Only 61 cycles and 60 cycles until this one's complete. So that's 2 wonders from this era. I think I only got 1 wonder in the Middle Ages, so I'm ahead of the game in that way. Would be interesting if I can get a 3rd wonder building. Evolve the dungeon into the seigneurial prison. I've had that request before. I need sand and cut stone. My cut stone is nearly there. I think I'll do this rather than build a wonder. So the only thing I'm missing here is sand, 882 sand. I think I'm short a character. How much longer till I get one back to buying sand? That's where I think I'm screwed, is getting the sand to take care of that. I used it to build a wonder. I don't have a character available to do any trades. They're all being used. Double check that I have everything ready to go. Yep, so I'm well above all the points I need to hit all my categories on the turn of the age. My wonder is built. So that's excellent. That should boost all my satisfactions. Another 200 turns for this one. It looks like I'm only about 70 cycles out from changing ages. I've got some carnivals going on. But I did disappoint by not evolving that one building. So let's see if I can evolve some buildings really quick. Guild. Nope, need clay. How about the church? I can evolve that one. Let's do it. I'm going to take the 4 memory points. 1,400 sand to evolve that. It's the cost was half before when it was a request from a faction. I could have built the Globe Theater if I had waited. But I think the 2 wonders I built are fine. You can't expect a single city to have all the wonders. Request. Yeah, I will sell that to them. I swear I had sold the Agoge Center already. I guess maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe there's 2 of them. I'm losing track. My city has grown that much. Alright, we are changing the age towards a new age. Many cycles have passed since you settled on these lands. Everything around you is changing. Customs are markedly different. Drapes are adorned with new embroidery and weaving techniques. This is all the same at each change of age. So let's take a look. Alright, commercial and religious ambition end. Your domination of the political scene across the continent has earned you royal congratulations. The sovereign wishes to settle in your city as it controls the various technological innovations and scientific research. You have a monopoly on trade, and your city's power is consolidated by its 6 unified cultures. But in each radiant city there are dark groups lurking who wish to revolt against the central authority, you. But beware, if you become too influential, you could lose control of your population and distance yourself from their real needs. You choose to keep your influence, one cultural character. Prioritize, you choose to prioritize the citizens. I am a benevolent dictator. Alright, awesome. I hit all 4 of my goals. I did that fairly easily. And we are moving on to the Age of Enlightenment. Alright, I need to choose which buildings I'm keeping. I've got 56 memory points. These are all I want to see. That one's locked apparently because I sold it, I would guess. I'm just going to go through. Selling all these buildings means I don't need to keep memory points for them. Just go through all of these. I want to make sure I've got a decent bit of each of the factions. So I'm not losing too much from any of the factions. Alright, that's all I can do, I guess. I'm losing 5 to 15 from each faction. That's okay. Alright, I have one last thing in the production destiny and the craftsman destiny. Yeah, so this will let me, production buildings produce 25% additional resources. Continue. Alright, so I have 2,400 cycles, so same as the Renaissance, 2,400 cycles in the Age of Enlightenment. I need to place my place Shadowfax. I guess I can literally build it anywhere on the map if this is right. Yeah, why not over here, right on this crossroads? Make it the center. All right. That is moving on to the Age of Enlightenment. So I'm excited to see where this game goes. Obviously, I've got a lot of buildings to repair, a lot of resources to upgrade. The conquistadors want to expand their territory. I'll allow it. These have a countdown. Are they being repaired automatically? I bet they are, because these are the ones I sold. Okay, perfect. I like it. They're in charge of repairing those. Yeah, so I'll continue next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.